Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Patek Philippe reference 5296R Calatrava. You can see and you can purchase this sector dial automatic Patek Philippe Calatrava on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during the video to see our complete listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images for your desktop, and full pricing details for this Patek Philippe. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you see a watch that, though heritage inspired, is already being considered a modern classic in its own right. And the reason for that is proportions. They're perfect. The watch is 38 millimeters from 3 to 9, so non-inclusive of the crown, quite a bit bigger than the inspiration, the reference 96, which would have been 31 to 32. The watch is still slim, in spite of its modern span, only 9 millimeters thick, and you can see with a sloped conical bezel and a domed sapphire, it easily slides underneath any tight cuff or dress sleeve. Now from lug to lug, the watch is nice and compact. 46 millimeters, it'll wear well on a wrist of almost any size, down to, in my estimation, as low as 13.5 centimeters in circumference. Now the watch is incredibly handsome, and it packs a fair amount of heft. Entirely in rose gold, you feel like you're wearing a premium timepiece when this is on the wrist. It does have that precious metal pull that you associate with true high horology, or at least I should say I do. Now the watch has a beautifully wrought, minimally bolstered, monotone stitch, dark brown alligator leather strap, rectangular scale, paired with a classical Patek Philippe beveled pin buckle. Classic in profile, easy to use, a perfect aesthetic match, and historically true to the reference 96 inspiration for this watch. Now you can see that, like the original Patek Philippe Calatravas, the watch has a beautiful blended lug combination of case band and lug line, giving way to a bezel that's somewhat minimal and flat in its plane. It's slightly conical, but it's effectively marginalized to open up the sector dial as much as possible, and this is where the watch is most true to its reference 96 SC inspiration. The date window is a modern addition, but the sector dial is classically inspired, and it's a beautiful combination of silver, blue, and black tones, exquisitely rendered. It truly is the image of Patek Philippe antiquity brought into the modern era. Gorgeous foy hands at center with a lancet seconds that extends exquisitely outboard to the seconds track. The sector dial is fantastic. The watch has dynamism about its dial with a paucity of details, and you can see nothing is actually applied to the dial. This watch has a tremendous amount of detail, energy, and character without being overwrought. It is actually quite plain and simple. You'll note all polished. On the case back, which is a screw-in design, you can see a sapphire crystal revealing the caliber 324 inside. Now this is the post-July 2009 Patek Philippe seal. No less a standard of finish, it's merely a standard that Patek insists is applied to the entirety of the watch. More substantively, you can see the addition of the Spiromax silicone hairspring on the Gyromax style free-sprung balance. The combination of the two gives you robust resistance to magnetism in the silicone hairspring and robust resistance to shock-induced timing deviation in the free-sprung Gyromax architecture. It's simply more robust. At center, more material science with ceramic bearings and a unidirectional winding system, so that's sealed for life, needs no maintenance, helps to ensure long-wearing durability of the winding system. Now, the watch has about a 40 to 45 hour power reserve, and you can see that everything is exquisitely crafted. Cote de Genève linear across the bridges, circular across the winding mass, inset Calatrava cross. All of the screws are polished and their slots chamfered, and you can see the edge of every bridge is rounded and mirrored with exquisite anglage. This is truly as attractive, perhaps intellectually stimulating in its own right, in a manner that beautifully complements the romance of the dial. This is one for the head and for the heart. You can see and you can purchase this Patek Philippe 5296R on our website.